You want to talk about Christmas gifts? In this video, I'm going to share 10 items that are $20 and under that I think would make a good Christmas gift. Now, I wanted to share this video because I know a lot of people are feeling the effects of inflation this year. However, even on a good year without inflation, there's tons of gifts that are $20 and under that would make a nice gift for someone. Just like my other gift guide videos, and if you haven't seen those, I'll put the link in the description. The focus on this video will be practical items. My whole kind of point of this gift guide series this year has been to, Arlo is very distracting right here. The whole point has been practical items. So not wowing someone with a really amazing item, but wowing someone with something they'll actually use and not take to the thrift store 2 weeks later. All the gifts that I mentioned specifically, I will link in the description below. Any of the links that are Amazon links are affiliate links, so no extra cost to you, but if you do decide to purchase that item and you use my link, I will receive a small commission. Just like the other videos, first I will share 10 items that would be for men or women, either one, and then at the end I will share 3 items specifically for men, 3 specifically for women, and stick around because if your Christmas budget is kind of really small this year, I've got some other ideas that I think would be good. Number 1 on the list is wool dryer balls. Now, if you've been on the channel before, you've probably heard me talk about these. I love them. They save you tons of money instead of using the just kind of once throwaway dryer sheets. You could buy some essential oils if you wanted. I do that and put them in the dryer ball to kind of scent your clothes however you want, or you could not do that at all and just have no scent. They last a long time. It's going to keep trash out of the landfill, and unfortunately, most of the time, the standard kind of dryer sheets that you buy are filled with tons of chemicals that are really not good for you. Number 2 on the list is washcloths. You could also do dishwashing cloths too if you wanted. These seem to wear out fairly fast. I think this would be a good gift for anyone. It would be nice and cheap. You could get these at Walmart, Amazon, probably the Dollar Tree, wherever you wanted to. And guess what? If you gift it to a person who already has a bunch, they get to get rid of their old ones and have nice new ones. This would be good for anyone. Next on the list is soap. You could do hand soap, dish soap, laundry soap, soap that you bathe with. There'd be so many different kinds of soap that you could do. You could make like a nice basket or a bag for someone. You could do homemade soap. You could do several little different kinds of dish soap, or especially hand soap, you know, that you'll set in the bathrooms or by the sink. You could get some different scents of that. That would be really fun. And even laundry soap if you wanted to do that. There's kind of a lot that you could play with there, and you can pretty much guarantee that anyone is going to use that. And if you're not sure about, oh, I don't know what scent, just get something really basic, something citrus, something mint, and I think the person that you're gifting it to would love it. Next on this list is pins. Now, if you've seen my last video about the stocking stuffers, this will be a repeat, but I just can't stress enough, I think pins would be a great gift. You could gift pencils if you wanted, or if you know someone that used pencils more than pens. These things disappear. In my last video, I said there's like a monster, and I got a lot of funny comments saying, I'm the monster who takes the pens. I know I've definitely walked off with people's pens too, but that would be useful for anyone. And if you wanted, you could also add like a little memo pad, or I've seen, and these are really cool, they make different ones. It's like a memo pad that you would put on your fridge or on your counter somewhere in your kitchen, and they might say something like all out of, and they have different boxes that you can check. So it might be the condiments, it might be vegetables, fruit, whatever it is, just trying to help you remember to get on what to get on the grocery list. So I think that would be great for anyone. Number 5 on the list is candles. Candles would be great for a power outage. They're nice to just freshen up your home. And there's lots of different kinds of candles, really pretty much for every price point. I was recently out in town and I found some candles that are Fraser fir candles that said they were supposed to be all natural, and they smell awesome. It makes your whole house smell like Christmas. So any kind of candle like that you wanted to gift to someone would just be really a nice gift. You could get them at Etsy. Etsy's got a lot of nice homemade options. You could get some at Walmart. You could get some at any kind of local store like that, and you can make a little basket of them or make a little bag, and I think anyone would appreciate that. Next on this list is silicone bags. These would be great for leftovers that you want to just pop in the fridge. My mom has some of these. They're pretty sturdy. She's had them for several years and she uses them all the time. They're really good to put cheese in and just put in the fridge. So I think this would be good for anyone because we all have to eat. We all have leftovers. Why not get someone a silicone bag? And they're great. They got a great price point. You can get these on Amazon. I'm sure you could probably find them other places too. Number 7 on this list is a calendar. This would be great, I think, for anyone, and you would probably surprise someone if you got them a calendar, because if you're like me, most of the time I wait, I don't know, a month into the new year to realize, oops, I didn't get a calendar. I need one of these. And they make so many different kinds of calendars. You could get someone one that would go on their desk, kind of under their computer, one that's like a tearaway, or one that you hang on the wall somewhere. And then there's so many different kinds of themed calendars. I'm not gonna lie, recently at Walmart, me and Katie were with Mom, and we saw a Golden Girls calendar. And we said, Mom, if you need still to get us some for Christmas, here's a Golden Girls calendar. So they make all kinds of different ones. That'd be a nice gift for anyone. Number 8 on the list is a coffee mug. There's so many different kinds of coffee mugs. I'm sure you can find them that you can personalize, that you could put your face on or someone else's face, or maybe even a dog. I mean, they make all kinds of different options. They make some really nice ceramic ones, really nice clay ones. There's lots of artists on Etsy who sell them. Those are probably maybe more expensive than the $20 price point, but you could find a lot of different ones. A good place, though, to find coffee mugs is thrift stores. You could go to a thrift store and find a coffee mug for like $1 to gift someone. And even if someone doesn't drink coffee, people usually drink tea, hot chocolate, something else like that. That would be a great gift. We've got 2 more on the list. Number 9 is an outdoor thermometer. Now, when I was sitting down preparing for this video, coming up with the 10 items that I wanted to share, I was kind of excited when I thought of this one, because I thought it was somewhat unique, because we're all so used to just looking at the weather on our phones. But it's nice to just be able to walk in the living room, look out the window, and see the temperature right then. I think that would be a nice gift for anyone. You can get the ones that are digital, so you have the digital display and then like the receiver goes outside. I think those are more pricey, but you can also just get the big round ones that you just stick up somewhere on your porch, and then you can look right out the window and see those. My parents have one of those. They've had it for, gosh, probably 6-7 years at least, and that's how I always tell the weather if I'm at their house, especially before Austin and I were married. If I wanted to know, I just walked right into the living room, looked at it, and then that's how I decided what I was going to wear it for the day. Number 10 on this list is an outlet extender. Austin and I don't actually have these at our house because our outlets are very loose. They probably need to be replaced, so I'm not really sure that an outlet extender would actually stay in the wall. But my parents have these, and they are incredibly useful, because how many times do you sit down and you think, okay, I need like my laptop charger, I need my phone charger, but I also need the light from this lamp that's plugged in. Maybe you even need to plug something else up, and then you're trying to arrange yourself in the room where you can use maybe 2 outlets at once. I've definitely been there, done that a lot, and it's nice if you have an outlet extender because you can plug several things in there at once. So that would be good for anyone. You can get these on Amazon for pretty cheap. You can even find the ones that have a USB plug. So you could plug in like a USB straight into it that might charge your laptop or your phone. So those are 10 items that would be good for a man or a woman. Now let's talk specifically about men and women, and I will share 3 items for each. So number 1 for a woman is a makeup bag. Now, even if the woman that you're gifting for does not wear makeup, when you travel, anyone needs some kind of bag to put a toothbrush in, put deodorant in, put medication. So I think any kind of little zipper pouch like that would be super handy, and they make a lot of really nice cute ones on Etsy. They're on Amazon. I'm sure you could even find them at Walmart. There's lots of different options, and I think that any woman would love that. Number 2 for a woman is a ring holder. So they make little dishes. They even make little dishes with just like a little thing that sticks straight up that the rings could go down on. But I think that would be just a really cute little sweet gift. You might even put that in a stocking if you wanted to. You could get one that had initials on it or just like the letter of the first name. They make all kinds of vintage ones. There's ceramic ones. There's kind of just endless options here, but I think that would be cool. And I have one, and I can't remember if I bought it somewhere specific or probably from a thrift store, and I just lay all my rings in it, and it kind of makes it easy to see in the morning if you're trying to get ready and you're trying to find your rings. They're just in a little dish right there versus having to open up like a jewelry box where they're kind of individually stuck in. And if you gift the item and the woman doesn't want to use it as a ring holder, those little dishes can be used for lots of different things. Number 3 for a woman is a razor. Now let me explain what I mean. So they make the safety razors for women and men, and then you can just keep replacing the blade instead of having to buy the disposable razors. And then I actually found on Amazon they make like a kind of what they call a 5-blade kit or something like that. So it is one razor, it is disposable, but then you've got like 5 little razor heads that you can put on it over time. I think that would make an awesome gift because razors are expensive, and especially if you want to buy the kind that does not tear your legs to pieces, if you have sensitive skin like me, they tend to be pricey, which is kind of frustrating. And I even found one on Amazon that was made from recycled ocean plastic, and it's like $10, and it's got the 5 replaceable heads. I think that would be awesome. I think a woman would totally appreciate that. Now I've got 3 items to share for men, and they are somewhat similar to the ones I just shared for women. So first of all, for a man would be some kind of travel bag. So it is kind of like a makeup bag, but obviously you wouldn't call it a makeup bag for a man, but this would be some kind of travel bag. So when he travels, he can have somewhere to put his toothbrush, his deodorant, medication, like I said, anything like that. And again, just like I mentioned with a woman, if the man you're gifting this for doesn't really want to use it as a travel bag, you know, some kind of zippered pouch, you could put anything in that. So I think that would be a nice gift. Number 2 would be a leather wallet. I have gifted these a lot in the past, and people have always enjoyed them because men's wallets, I think, tend to wear out. Because usually with women, you know, we might have kind of like a wallet that opens like a book that we just put in a purse or something like that, so it doesn't get as much wear. But a wallet that's in your back pocket where you're standing up and sitting down on it, over time it tends to wear out. So a nice leather wallet I think would make a good gift. You can get these on Etsy, you can find them at Walmart. You know, there's a lot of price points for these wallets, and I think that would be a good gift for a man. Number 3 for a man is also a razor, and for all the same reasons I just said. It would be nice to have one that you could have for longer instead of just having to use it like a couple times and then throw it away. You could get the safety razor where you can continue to replace the blade, or you could get the ones like I mentioned that just have like 5 blades. And they make a lot of cool razors for men. There's a lot of, I think, kind of more razors like that made for men than there is for women. So you can find a lot of options there. Lastly, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I've got some ideas I want to share if your Christmas budget is like very small. And arguably, I think a lot of these are better than what you could buy someone, at least in my opinion. So a good idea would be personal gift certificates. Now, what do I mean by that? This would be if you have some kind of skill or just your time that you want to share with someone. So getting someone a gift certificate for helping them rake their yard, helping them paint their house, helping them do some kind of project on their house, if you have any kind of handyman construction type skills. Or maybe you know someone who has kids and you say, hey, I'll watch your kids, 5 times in this next year so you and your spouse can go out on a date. Anything like that would be really, really thoughtful. Another idea that I love that my mom's friends do sometimes is freezer meals. So you can make someone several freezer meals to just put back, so throughout the year when they're just having kind of a hectic day, they've got a meal right there that they can pull out. I gotta be honest, I think that would be like the best gift to receive like ever, because it's so thoughtful, and it would be amazing to just boom, the food is cooked when you're having a hard evening, bam, right there it is. So there's lots of different things like that that you could do for people, and really kind of get into it and think about it, whatever kind of skill or time that you have to offer, and whoever is on the receiving end of that would appreciate it so much. A few other ideas would be anything that you could make homemade. So if you make homemade soap like I do a lot of the times, pretty much every year, I gift that to people. If you wanted to make homemade vanilla, I've got a video on that. I'll leave the link in the description. Any kind of homemade batch gifts like that are very cost effective, but they're still really nice gifts. And then there's other things like people make the holiday nut mixes, so you could bake those, whatever kind of spices, put them in a jar and give to someone. There's lots of things like that that you could do that would be very cost effective and very nice. Oh, one more thing. My mom mentioned this, and I think this is a really neat gift, so I wanted to share this. So if you've been on the channel, you know that Katie loves rocks, and I do too. We've always kind of liked rocks and thought that that was neat. So when our cousin and our friend went to, I think it was Europe, it was somewhere out of the country, we were like, hey, will you bring us back a rock? And they're like, well, we'll try, but we're probably not supposed to, be picking up rocks. So they brought us back some rocks and then some sea glass from the ocean. and we thought that was amazing. I still have it in a bag labeled with the date and where it came from, and that is just super cool, especially for someone like me who has never been out of the country. That would be a great gift. So if you travel somewhere or you have traveled somewhere, you could pick someone up a rock, anything like that that's kind of like a physical piece of that place, and you could just put it in a box and maybe write a little note like, you know, this is when I traveled to so-and-so and I had a really good time and it really meant a lot to me. I want to share a piece of that with you. And I think that would be awesome. Often, Katie and I will send out rocks from Stamy Creek sometimes when we send packages. Sometimes we just kind of feel moved to do that, and people receive it really well. I think that would be a great gift. So I hope that I have not bored you to death. I hope I haven't talked too fast. I feel like I have just been sitting here rattling off so much information, but I hope that you got something from this. In this gift guide series, I just want to stress that you don't have to break the bank. You don't have to find someone the most rarest, craziest, unique gifts ever. You can just give someone a practical gift. You can take the stress out of the holidays and focus on family and focus most importantly on Jesus. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. As always, God bless you. Merry Christmas, and I'll see you on the next one.